This is Sale Race 2, number 8, Peace Baby. He's a black book horse. This is the jump out, 2 jump outs ago, prior to the start of this prep. Watch this horse. This is education, right? Watch it change its lead leg, right? As it lets down.
Harrison, unnamed runner.
Here it goes.
Then, further back in the field,
Watch.
there is Maximus Bond with also Clister. Halfway down the straight, though,
Yeah.
and it's Peace Baby in front with a buffer of about 2. Halfway down the straight, though, and it's Peace Baby in front with a buffer of about 2 lengths.
Here, watch.
Peace Baby coming clear. Empire of Pain coming late, but Peace Baby is Bomb with also Clister. Halfway down the straight, though,
There.
and it's Peace Baby in front with
Change
a
the
buffer
stride,
of
people.
about
Change
2
the
lengths.
stride. Changing
Peace
his lead
Baby
leg.
coming clear. Empire of Pain coming late, but Peace
Might be a
Baby
good bet tomorrow. This guy, I've got to go
towards the
deeper into the
line,
race, but he
length and a
looks
half
very
of Empire of
positive.
Pain.
Very positive.
Then followed
A question. So after going through the form of the Beaten Brigade, Peace Baby, have to mark this horse positively, very positively. I'm just pulling up those further back in that latest jump out you just watched. But yeah, this is a good horse. Mike Seaton's out of the Piero mare. Only placed 1 of 5 from Robbie Griffiths' yard. Draws 11. The first up failure at Bendigo, 4th of 7, 2.5 favourite. There's obvious reasons there. That was in a 50k maiden. Then went to a 75k maiden at Pakenham. Tried versus Tougher. Tough trip on the front again. Dropped out. 1 pace, beaten 9.5, 6 of 11. Excuses. Third up now, 3 weeks later. This might be the right race. It's definitely well above the par. How far above the par is the question. I'm conservatively thinking 4 lengths above the par on those 2 jump outs, potentially clearly higher. Yeah, that's the question I'm going to toy around with for a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to give this a rating of 2.00 with a less than arrow, meaning lower, potentially, question mark at the end. The dam of this one adds appeal. Being out of Piero mare Absalom, that takes us back to the second dam. The first defence mare. Yes. Just wait, let me go back a bit. Hold on. Yeah, the first defence mare, nothing but a dream. And she's got Glenn Fiddick, the Fastneck Rock Group 2 winner, who's now at stud from memory. Yeah, I think he's at stud. Well, Bill Stutt. That fits in well here. Very well. The horse rates well. The horse rates well in this race. I've got to do the rest of the race, but it rates well. Back with more. This is the other jump out of Peace Baby. This is the better one, right? I showed you the one with the where it changed its lead leg, but this is a better one. So this is Peace Baby here, right, on the front. He's under pressure to come after it, giving a little bit of rain, soft hand ride. But yeah, this stacks up, this one, big time. That was a good hit out, you know. That was a really good trial. He's in second and third, Frank at big time. Lovely action. Yeah, the gap he's putting on. Yeah, it's a good hit out, but extended the margin. He did it all in the front and extended it. It's a lovely action. He's a good horse. This is a better indication of a horse changing its lead leg, right? This horse here, in the pink sleeves, is Parliamentary. The favourite in race 2 at Sale. Currently 2.80, number 7 on debut for Price by Capitalist. That's the horse I came here to look at. This horse here, on its outside, is the one. Watch it change its lead leg. When it starts to go, extend. Soon, here, there. Watch.
last as they reach the 200 metres. Parliamentary.
There he goes.
Narrowly from Astral Flame pressuring for the back.
Great action. But Parliamentary soft. Astral Flame pushed out. The gap on third. Question is, what's the merit of second, third, fourth, and fifth? That's what we're going to go check now.
Fourth will go to Teltacero.
It's a risk at 2.80. Like, that's way too short. It's drawn 17. Yes, it's well bred. That 17's a major hurdle to overcome, drawn that wide. Look, the form out of that jump out, the video that I've sent through, that's good. First out of it, one. Second out of it, Astral Flame. Then came out and ran, or prior to that, ran second to Mystic Rain at Cramming in another jump out. Time to Barker back in third. Mystic Rain came out and won at Quinton on the back of that. Made all, won by a length and a half. That franks the Parliamentary form to a degree. Third out of the... Yeah, sorry, that cut off for a second there. So the third out of that came out and won at Pakenham for a 40k tag, and he was beating a margin, and Parliamentary travelled better than it, there's no doubt. So that tells you the form out of it's strong. Fourth and fifth, hard to read, but they're good form references as well out of it. So that last jump out tells you, I think it's come on from the jump out before when it split, Just Like Gabby and Dreams. Just Like Gabby might be slightly overrated, and I say that with caution because she's out of Loving Gabby by Pirata. The third horse home out of the Just Like Gabby trial behind Parliamentary then came out and ran third to Mock Combs, beating 0.7. That franks the Mock Combs form through the other Parliamentary trial that it won. The Mock Combs finished third in. So yeah, all that says that Parliamentary's come on between the two jump outs, second to Just Like Gabby, and then the one at one latest that you saw. But the question is, drawn 17, and everything else, I'm going to struggle to put it 4 lengths above par. Yes, it could easily be, you know, by Capital's out of a schnitzel mare, but at 2.8, that's the question I've got to start to consider, you know. Is it worth opposing? Peace Baby makes me think so straight away. There's going to be speed on, you'd think. I haven't done that yet. I'll do that soon. The reason I haven't done the speed yet, I wanted to look at Peace Baby, the Black Booker, and also then I wanted to look at Parliamentary as well. Like the second favourite party is Dream 13. That seems to fall away a bit. I'm not saying that definitely, but I'm just looking on first look. Maybe not. The 5, the third favourite. Yeah, see, to sort first starter out of a Wanted mare, good speed, top and bottom. The second at Balnarring, you're going to need to go and look at. Yeah, and then a fifth in town behind Central Bank and jump out. So there's a bit there to consider as well. And that jump out when it went to town, it dropped back from 1,800. Yeah, so, you know, Parliamentary's it's no moral, I'll say that. I wouldn't want to be taking 280 about it. I want to find something to beat it. Peace Baby's on the radar. Bert Nance just came on the radar, and there's a lot more to do. All right, this is Bert Hange, the Tessort youngster, jumping out in prep for its debut. Back here, this one here, in behind, in the blue cap, comes back down to the inside, lengthens, nice action when it comes for the gap down it along here, the black cap.
And Molly the Magician pushed out will win.
The query I've got is the first and the second horse. The first and the third horse are easier through the line than what it was, definitely. I have no doubt about that.
Molly the Magician pushed out will go in a pony, but it's Molly the
But they're good form references coming out of them too.
About 150 to go, super groovy coming down.
It's a nice action.
Molly the Magician just from Tornell.
The horse that
and Molly the Magician pushed out.
The horse that wins it.
Second.
So here's the thing with the form coming out of that Bertrand race, like the horse that won the jump out, Molly the Magician, then came out and won at Yarra Valley 2 starts later, second up over Gellhorn, and it made all that day like it did in that jump out. But Gellhorn's a really good yardstick. It was only a $27,000 race, but Gellhorn has form in town in listed races and stuff like that, only beaten 2 lengths around that sort of margin. I'm just waiting for this to come back up or come back here. Mornington jump out next time out. But with here, so as I was saying, the second horse, Gellhorn, behind Molly the Magician, prior to that had run 4th to She's Got the Pizzazz beaten 2.5 in the Twilight Glow at listed level. So that sort of puts a big tick next to the form around Bertrange, and being a sort filly, you have to think that's right. The action said the same when she went to lengthen and ducked back down to the inside to chase the winner of that jump out. No doubt the winner's smarter, but then back in third was Turnell as well. And I think from memory, he's come out and won a jump out since then. Irish bred with Friedman, obviously has ability. 4-year-old mare by See the Moon. Yeah, come out and won a Mornington jump out next time out, but was 4 lengths off Porter for a 35k tag in a BM64 first up. So, you know, a bit of a query. And then 4th, you have to respect that. Good Mornington jump out form prior. And 5th, you have to sort of respect as well without getting too carried away about it. So there's no doubt that Bertrange is going to come on a lot for debuting here after having another jump out since then. You can tell the way it lengthened. Drawn 14, I don't like that. It's going to have to chase Peace Baby down. I'm not sure if we can do that. It's a query, but I'd rather be on Peace Baby at the $10. Now that I've said all that, definitely, 100%. On to the next one. It looks like the race starts to fall away a little bit after that. The 4th favourite, Made for Effort, placed 5 of 15 starts. Yeah, gets him with a 2 kilo claim for Logan Bates, second up, but beaten 1.9 first up as a 3.3 favourite at Stony Creek. No, thanks, not for me. Has glimpses of form to say it could be competitive here, but nothing to say it's, you know, rating that 4 lengths above par 2.00 with an arrow that the Peace Baby and Parliamentary potentially are. You know, Peace Baby is, Parliamentary could be above that, but the gate beats it. That's what we're going for. Yeah, so Made for Effort, made the effort, 4th favourite, 7.5. That's wrong. Okay, then we get another interesting one, Lady Lawbreak, the debut runner from the Hayes Yard, number 14, Street Boss filly out of a Lonhro mare. Blinkers first time, lugging bit first time. Won its latest 800-metre jump out at Pakenham. I'm just pulling that up now as I talk to you. So obviously needs to be looked at. Well bred, astute yard, Blinkers first time. Won its latest jump out. The thing that ran second in that is a So You Think 3-year-old filly Mollify. She ran 3rd to Fields of Courage on debut over 1,300 back in August. Sandown for 55k tag. 3rd home out of it is a Seamus Award 3-year-old filly. Won a jump out over Dom and Aku prior to the start of last prep on 18 June, which reads really good. And prior to that was only 1.2 lengths off Little Stir in a 55k 2-year-old handicap at Sandown in February. So obviously has ability, has speed. The question now becomes, what was further back in the Lady Lawbreaker trial behind Mollify and Stolen Kisses, the Seamus Award 3-year-old filly, and also how impressive was she winning that jump out? That's what we'll go and look at now, assess those two things. Before I go and assess those two things, I thought I'd better check the pedigree. So I go and check the pedigree. No, the dam's a Lonhro mare, Vorgenay. She's already got a stakes winner, by the way. I only just noticed that, but wait until I tell you about the second dam and the third dam. Puts it up in lights. Yeah, so Vorgenay's already got a stakes winner, Return to Conquer, who won the listed Challenge Stakes this season over in New Zealand. Very mobile family at the moment, active, black type. The second dam is the Red Ransom mare, Portillo. Now, she was a very, very, very good mare. Won the Magic Night Group 2 1200, the Surround 1400 Group 2, the Gimrack 1100, and she's also throwing stakes winning progeny. And punters, if that's not enough, she's got Gasoni, who won the Surround and the Glen Logan Group 2, Group 3. Gasoni's by Lonhro, making the dam of this one a full sister to Lonhro, to Gasoni, the Group 2 winner of the Surround, which is the same race that the dam of Gasoni and the dam of this one won, being the Surround Stakes, Portillo. Whew. Then the third dam is none other than Snowdrift. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure she's Arena Course. She's just, dam of 3 stakes winners of 12 stakes races, including Snowland, Snippet Sun, and obviously Portillo. So yeah, this is a really hot distaff line. The horse needs to be considered a major chance based on what we know already, and it might even get stronger when we go and have a look at the trial, the margins further back, and how impressive it was on video. Lady Lawbreaker jump out, people. First time I've watched it too, so it's all new to both of us, all of us. If there's any of yous left. Huh. Where are we looking, people?
Getting a long way back in the run there towards the end of the field might well be Honey Thief rather as they come down inside the final 200 metres though, but being pushed out now is Lady Lawbreaker. Lead by a half length here on Carry On Lizzie and Mollify up the inside.
Geez, the horse inside had travelled better than it, I think. Look, eh? So this is Lady Lawbreaker in the green, being given a strong hand ride. The thing back in the purple on the inside of it is just soft. Might be worth black booking that thing in second out of this jump out as well. All right, so let's go and work out some margins and stuff like that. Back soon. Note, I just noticed Lady Lawbreaker's been 19.0 into 12.0 since markets opened. It's only a deduction of 3 cents. So at worst, it's 18.5 into 12.0. It's good money. The horse in third is actually the best run out of the race. They're Stolen Kisses, the Seamus Award filly. She makes up really good ground late to grab third off the fourth horse. Clearly had the second horse cold if it wanted it. I think it's set for a good prep. If I'm going to black book anything out of this race, it's a Seamus Award filly. That's the one that beat Dom in a trial back in August. So it's confirming that, and it'll come on. Let's remember it ran 4th of 11 in the Group 3 size produce. It's making this Lady Lawbreaker form start to look even better, you know, the more I think about it. I think we found second horse to back along with Peace Baby. Well, I'm happy to back both of them versus Parliamentary at the wide gate. The other advantage Lawbreaker's got is it's drawn the 4. Like, it's going to get a dream trip. The thing that, going further back out of that jump out, I said I need to look at 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, 4th. Then has ran 4th at its 2 previous jump outs, so nothing to make out of that. Although it was a wide margin, I'm pretty sure the margin wouldn't have been wider in those other 2. 5th home come out and won its next jump out at Pakenham. 2nd prior to Regal Secret. And the things that beat at Pakenham were good too. 6th home prior to that. Provincial form in Sydney and good trial form in town, you know, 2nd to Wave Breaker, splitting Wave Breaker, and of course I Am, so obviously has ability. You know, it's only August. And then 7th home, I can't even remember seeing that one, it was so far back. All right, so, you know, like, we've made good cases for both Peace Baby and Lawbreaker. Probably Lawbreaker in front of Peace Baby. You have to lean that way from the alley, slightly better price. The merit's well hidden. I can't believe they're going to bet this price about it. The distaff side of the pedigree all adds up. Tell you what, punters, Lady Lawbreaker's looking good. It's looking good. A few more to go. I think I mentioned previously that Lady Lawbreaker gets blinkers first time and a lugging bit first time. Now that I mentioned that, let's see what date they'll first use. Come on, load. I'll come back in a second with that. Right, so they declared that they worked in blinkers on the 29th. I just want to go back and watch this trial again because I want to see if it had them on in the jump out. Yeah, it had them on in the jump out. Yeah, all right. So they get it wrong sometimes. Yeah, okay. So it wore him in the jump out on the 21st. All right. So yeah, look. Very hard to deny the 12.0, 3.3 about Lady Lawbreaker. A few more to get through yet. Thanks for the bit. What's further back? You never discount. Yeah, as I said before, we came across Lady Lawbreaker. The race starts to fall away a little bit. The next one, Elite Pete, 4 starts by Invader out of an O'Reilly mare. Troll second back in November to Toys in Zooland is potentially decent. But outside of that, midfield finishes, most of its 4 starts, except for 2 back, where it flashed late to run a wide margin fourth to Cavallo Veloci. Is smart. That may hint it's got ability. The thing that beat it in that jump out prior to debuts by Zusane, hasn't done anything since. The thing in third is by Alabama Express, came out and won its next jump out. And second to Stolly Bolly prior to that too. So that sort of ranks it a bit. What's further back? You never discount anything, Bunners. Third. It's going to have to improve and lift its form, no doubt. I'm just waiting for this to come up. I'll come back to you. Right, this is the Elite Pete jump out. First time I've seen it.
Take up a trail in behind them now and starts to look for a
Run
gap.
second.
Toys in Zoolands out deeper on the circuit now and tucked away in behind them. Swift Vintage Sacrifice now starts
These
to
things
run up
making
the
good
middle
ground
as well.
here.
They race inside the final
That's
200
Toys in
metres.
Zooland.
Out in front now is Retraction. It goes towards the front with Toys in Zoolander rather now, who goes to the lead. Along the inside, starting to pierce through Elite Pete. It's a tight go towards the line here. The leader towards the post is Toys in Zoolander.
Oh, wow. Elite Pete's the run of that, isn't it?
Goes over a winner.
Wow, back on the fence, punters. Here.
Race inside the final 200 metres. Out in front now is Retraction. It goes towards the front.
In the white and the blue here. This is Elite Pete.
Along the inside, starting to pierce through Elite Pete. It's a tight go towards the
Under
line.
a hole, the winner's pushed out. The third soft. They put a gap on fourth. Okay, so the third soft, they put a gap on fourth. The third come out and is by Alabama Express and come out and won its next jump out. The winner scrubbed along here. Second and third here, they travelled just as good as each other in the red and the blue. And look at the gap they start to put on fourth as well. The horse that flies home and finishes fourth in that jump out is Sacrifice. Sacrifice, I think we backed it today. It's been a pretty positive, it's a good yardstick horse. That sort of adds a bit of depth to that Elite Pete form. It hasn't done it in 4 runs this prep, but I'm going to have a bit more of a closer look. Even though that's good jump out form, it stacks up, it adds up. You can't deny the fact that it hasn't done it in 4 runs this prep. Yes, the fourth to Cavallo Veloci hinted 2 starts ago over 1100, goes to 12 now. If it races from the back, I'm going to have a quick look at the speed. Yeah, look, it's going to have to improve markedly back to that level off the 4 runs this prep. And, you know, Lady Lawbreaker comes in ready to do it. It's got to refine it. Peace Baby comes in more ready to do it. Third up, off trial form. This one's 4th, 5th up. So, you know, yeah, how many chances do you want to take? Down to the next horse, interesting. 20-1, Sonchecker, number 12. Blinkers first time, nasal strip first time. 4-year-old mare by Russian Revolution out of an Aqualarm mare. Aqualarm's a speed sire from Great Britain, known for speed influences. He's underrated. He's by Oasis Dream. Oasis Dream is a sire of size. We know that. That's a fact. Want to jump out at Pakenham over 1,000 latest in prep for its return. It's only had 1 start prior to that at Bendigo back in July, where it was down the track, never got into the races, a 50-1 chance. But that's irrelevant after it's won a jump out. You need to look at it simply because of the breeding, and it's won a jump out. It's lightly raced. You know, what is it? How good was it? They're the questions you need to ask. Whoa, okay. The horse in second out of that jump out by Turn Me Loose, 3-year-old filly. She's the next. First 2 jump outs were behind Formal and Toronado Boom in town at Flemington back in July. Then went to Pakenham on debut, nosed out by Theme to get Tagila Falls back in third. Then went to Pakenham for a jump out, third to Omaha Dawn in a field of 8. Then went to Pakenham, won a jump out in a field of 7. And then showed up here for this jump out. Second to Sonic Checker, the 20-1 shot we're looking at now. Okay, that adds up. Third home out of the jump out. Third home out of the jump out. Oh, that's the wrong horse. Hold on. Hold your horses, punters. Don't go reaching for your phone to back it yet. Third home out of the jump out. Third to Accessorize. Second to Halo Phenomena. Yeah, all right. Need to go and watch the jump out now and check the margins and also check fourth, fifth and how visual it is. Both Hayes horses, second and third in that jump out too. Interesting, important, adds a bit of depth. This is the Son Checker jump out. Forward it a bit, instead of sitting here for a minute and a half, we'll forward it to get an idea of the initial value and scope. And if we need to, we'll go back and look more. Must be in the purple here, down on the inside.
They run down inside the final 300 metres here, and Suneska's put up a gap here of about 2.5, 3 lengths on Lane Changer. Behind them, she's the next.
Bit of a gap in them.
For the minor money again. Sunechka's broken clear, like the last little field runner.
Moderate hand ride.
5 lengths in front, and the rest of them are going to be chasing. Sunechka just pushed out here towards the line with about 100 to go. It's 5 in front.
Go back and watch that action again.
Very softly. Second over will be she's the next. Again, Sunechka's broken clear, like the last little field runner. It's 4 to 5 lengths in front, and the rest of them are going to be chasing. Sunechka
it's good hit out.
Just pushed out here towards the line with about 100 to go. It's 5 in front. And Sunechka's railed through here to take the front. The couple behind them are Hanges.
How much ground did it save on the bend?
Who's at the end. So they come towards the corner now. With about 400 metres to go, and the leader is Lane Changer.
Yeah, right. Snuck up, eh?
She's the next who's out wider. Sunechka's railed through.
His thing wandered off the bend as well, pushing this other thing out. If you go back and watch that, that's crucial, right? I want to show you that bump at the top of the stretch. Watch this horse wander, right? In the green jacket here, it wanders, doesn't get round the bend, pushes that other one out. But what else we need to see is how dominant this was in deep stretch, Sunechka. We didn't see that, we pulled it back, remember? We saw this part, we just didn't see after the line. It's 4 to 5 lengths in front, and the rest of them are going to be chasing. So Charlotte's brought both runners here for a hit out, hasn't she?
It's 5 in front, and he's going to win this one very softly. Second over will be she's the next Lane Changer. Third a gap of about.
Done a bit of a space job on them. It's hacked up, hasn't it, punters? The other thing with this Sunechka is I've been back and had a look at it. Oh, be quiet, racing.com, fuck ya. That's racing.com, that wasn't me. The other thing I was going to say about that Sunechka form is I've been back prior to its debut, and it's had a lot of jump out sort of trials, like a lot of education. I just wonder how much more it's got, you know. What was that hit out all about? It's hard to assess. It's hard to line up. The Hayes things in second and third tell me the horse has to be respected. It's 20 to 1. Needs to have a question mark put next to its name, and drawn 8. Mertens is up. Could run a race. Every chance it could run a race. Especially when you look at the thing in second, the Turn Me Loose filly. She's the next. Look what it did to it, you know. That puts it in this race. The more I talk about it, the more you have to think it's a chance here. So Sunechka becomes the third chance at odds to potentially roll Parliamentary. Nice to have 3 bullets to fire against the favourite. Lady Lawbreaker, Peace Baby, and Sunechka. I couldn't put Sunechka in front of Peace Baby and Lady Lawbreaker, but at the 20.0, it's not far off. You know what I mean? I could make reasons for putting it in front of Peace Baby. Comes in fresh with that jump out form. Peace Baby's had 2 chances. Huh, that's funny. Parliamentary on the drift, 2.8 out to 2.9 in the time we've been sitting here messing around with it. I think I mentioned that Sunechka blinkers first time, nasal strip first time. Well, that's worth checking. When did they go on, and were they worn in that jump out? I'll go check that, come back. Yeah, look, wore the blinkers in the jump out. So, you know, This is the level it's at. It's going to be educated. They are betting stable. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of money come for this thing tomorrow. Not at all. Not at all. And it'll run some kind of race. 12, Sineshka. At the moment, I've got it 14, Lady Lawbreaker, 8, Peace Baby, 12, Sineshka, as the 3 potential to back to roll parliamentary. More to come. 17 by Squamosa last say. Hard to have it. 5-year-old Squamosa mare, 2 starts. The 9 is next, Amberina by Lonro out of an Exceed Excel mare. 25 starts, placed 6 times, surely not. The 4, Thank God I got them. Thank God I got them. By Magnus out of a God's Own mare. No. 18, Muskogee. By Star Spangled Banner out of a Real Impact mare. Good pedigree. Tried in town on debut at Flemington back in May in a late season 2-year-old race where it was on pace, dropped out at 40-1 for 150k tag on a Saturday behind Sneaky Sunrise and Narbold. Went to Pakenham and ran second in a jump out to Apache, Brave Apache. Presocratics back in third on the 24th of September. 3 runs this prep, down the track, all runs. Happy to go past it. The 16, Montgomery Bay. Just checking something on that last one. Montgomery Bay. Well, what was the other one? 17 last say. Oh, there's 2 Squamosa. I thought there was the same Squamosa. It's a different one. This other Squamosa, Montgomery Bay, has run second in Nick the Cash and BBD in a jump out at Maui on the 4th of September. 2 starts, 22 September, 9 October. Not seen since. No public jump out. This could be interesting. More soon. And guess what price it is? $81. I'll have a look at this. No, I wouldn't even tell your grandmother about that jump out. Nothing to see there. So, look, this is how it sits, punters. There's a few more to get through yet. Got to have a look at these others back soon. Well, punters, this is how I see it. I think this is a betting race. At the moment, I think the favourite's opposable. So now look at this speed in the race is 1, 2. Bear with me, punters. I'll come back in 2 seconds. Moderate, even tempo, even. You'd have to say even with the size of the field, over moderate, naturally. So, from a perspective of the 14 Lady Lawbreaker, the one we want on top to beat the favourite parliamentary. Perfect setup for it. I'm liking the $12 more and more all the time I look at it. It's the major bet in the race, no doubt. Lady Lawbreaker is the major one we're backing to roll parliamentary. Then the other 2 were Peace Baby and Sonichecker. Okay, we'll do Sonichecker first because it's 20s and it draws well. Draws 8. Just let me go back and watch that replay for a second. I'll continue this in a second. Shifted out. The reason that was important for me is because it draws barrier 8 and I want to see if it has to lead or if it can stalk. If it can stalk, it becomes more effective. So the 20.0 becomes better value. Yeah, Sonichecker has to be backed as well. Under the circumstances of what we found at the 20.0, Sonichecker has to be backed. So Lady Lawbreaker and Sonichecker get backed. Now I'm going to look at Peace Baby. The Black Book, the original reason we came here. Well, we're going to kick ourselves if it wins and we're not on it, aren't we? It has to be backed. It was visually highly impressive. It's third up. It gets one more chance. It's been on pace both starts. It's been right in the market. It was a 250 favourite first up. It was 750 second up. If that was first up, it probably would have been 350. It was only 750 because it failed first up. The 2 jump out wins over Empire of Pain and Widder. Go back. You've got the video of them. Look, they're good. All right, so we back all 3 to roll the favourite. Yes, we're throwing our arm. The parliamentary is drawn 17. Could be a tough trip. On debut. Has looked good. But hasn't looked great. You know. Could come out and blow them away. Could be very special. I'm happy to take that chance today. You know, Peace Baby 10.0, Lady Lawbreaker 12, and Sonichecker 20 is 10, 15, 7, 22% of the market. We got the three of those to 4.50 versus a 2.9 favourite. That seals the punters. That's the way we're playing it. Lady Lawbreaker on top, 12.0, 3.3. Sonnet Checker next, 20.0, 4.3. And Peace Baby, equal with Sonnet Checker, 10.0, 2.75. I think I can confidently, not confidently, but with a bit of bounce in the voice, say punters. I think it is one of those we win when you win moments.